Welcome back. Today, we're going back to 1987, deep into the jungle, where a team of elite soldiers discovered that they weren't the hunters anymore. They were the hunted. Predator became one of the defining action movies of the 1980s. Directed by John McTiernan, and starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, the movie combined military action, science fiction, horror, and some of the most memorable characters ever seen in an action film. But behind those massive muscles and unforgettable one-liners, was a cast whose lives would take very different directions. Some became Hollywood legends, some moved into television, others went into politics, and sadly, several members of the cast are no longer with us. Now, 39 years later, what happened to the stars of Predator? Let's take a look, then and now, in 2026. Let's begin with the man at the center of the story. Arnold Schwarzenegger. He played Major Alan Dutch Schaefer, the leader of an elite rescue team sent deep into the Central American jungle. Dutch is strong, experienced, and confident, but when an invisible alien begins hunting his team, even Dutch realizes that conventional weapons may not be enough. Predator became another major success in Schwarzenegger's already enormous action career. He had already become famous through films such as Conan the Barbarian and The Terminator. But after Predator, his superstar status only grew. He went on to star in Twins, Total Recall, Terminator 2, True Lies, and many other blockbuster movies. He also entered politics, serving as governor of California from 2003 to 2011. Born in 1947, Arnold Schwarzenegger is 79 years old in 2026. And he remains one of the most recognizable action stars in movie history. Next, Carl Weathers. He played George Dillon, Dutch's former military friend and a CIA operative. Their famous handshake scene became one of the most recognizable moments in 80s action cinema. But Weathers was already famous before Predator. He had become a star as Apollo Creed in the Rocky movies. After Predator, he continued acting in movies and television. He appeared in Action Jackson, Arrested Development, and later became widely loved by a new generation as Greef Karga in The Mandalorian. Sadly, Carl Weathers passed away on February 1, 2024, at the age of 76. His official cause of death was atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease. His death was a heartbreaking loss for fans. But his legacy, from Apollo Creed to Dillon, and eventually Greef Karga, will never be forgotten. Now, Bill Duke. He played Sergeant Mac Elliott, one of Dutch's toughest soldiers. Mac is quiet, powerful, and extremely dangerous when his team is threatened. After Predator, Duke built an impressive career not only as an actor, but also as a director. He appeared in films including Commando, Action Jackson, Menace II Society, and Karandiru. He also directed movies and television productions. Born in 1943, Bill Duke is 83 years old in 2026, and he remains active in entertainment. For many fans, his performance as Mac remains one of the strongest parts of the original Predator team. Next, one of the most unforgettable characters, Jesse Ventura. He played Blaine Cooper, the massive soldier who carried an enormous minigun. Blaine didn't say much, but when he did, you remembered it. Ventura was a professional wrestler before becoming an actor. His larger-than-life personality made him a perfect fit for Predator. He later appeared in films including The Running Man and Demolition Man. But his biggest career change came when he entered politics. In 1998, he was elected governor of Minnesota. His transformation from professional wrestler to Hollywood actor to governor is one of the most unusual stories connected to the Predator cast. In 2026, Jesse Ventura is 75 years old, and he remains one of the most recognizable personalities from the movie. Now, Sonny Landham. He played Billy Soul, the team's tracker. Billy has an almost supernatural ability to sense that something is wrong in the jungle. As the Predator gets closer, Billy seems to understand the danger before anyone else. Landham became one of the most memorable supporting stars in action movies. He also appeared in 48 Hours, The Warriors, Lock Up, and Action Jackson. Sadly, Sonny Landham passed away on August 17, 2017, at the age of 76. His sister confirmed that he died from congestive heart failure at a hospital in Lexington, Kentucky. His performance as Billy remains one of the most memorable elements of the original movie. Next, Elpidia Carrillo. She played Anna, a guerrilla fighter captured by Dutch's team. Unlike the soldiers, Anna quickly realizes that something strange is hunting everyone in the jungle. Her character becomes an important link between the team and the mysterious threat they are facing. After Predator, Carrillo continued working in film and television. She became especially respected for her work in Mexican and American productions. She appeared in films such as Salvador, Bread and Roses, and numerous television projects. Born in 1961, Elpidia Carrillo is 65 years old in 2026. She remains an important part of the legacy of the original film. Now, Richard Chaves. He played Jorge Poncho Ramirez, another member of Dutch's team. Poncho is intelligent, calm, and tries to keep the group together as the situation becomes increasingly terrifying. After Predator, Chaves continued working in television and film. He became known for appearances in productions such as War of the Worlds and The Brave. Born in 1951, Richard Chaves is 75 years old in 2026. For longtime Predator fans, he will always be remembered as Poncho. Next, Shane Black. He played Hawkins, the team's wisecracking radio operator. Hawkins provides some of the movie's humor, until the Predator suddenly turns the tables. But Shane Black's biggest contribution to Hollywood came after acting. He became a successful screenwriter and director. He wrote Lethal Weapon, and later directed films including Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Iron Man 3, and eventually The Predator in 2018. So one of the actors from the original movie eventually returned to the franchise as its director. Born in 1961, Shane Black is 65 years old in 2026. And now, the man who actually brought the Predator to life. Kevin Peter Hall. Although audiences rarely saw his face, Hall's physical performance was essential. Standing over 7 feet tall, he had the size and presence needed to make the alien creature terrifying. Hall also appeared as the Predator's helicopter pilot, and later returned as the Predator in Predator 2. He was also known for playing Harry in Harry and the Hendersons. Sadly, his life was cut tragically short. Kevin Peter Hall died on April 10, 1991, at only 35 years old. He died from complications of AIDS-related pneumonia after contracting HIV from a blood transfusion following surgery. His death was an enormous loss, but his performance remains one of the most important creature performances in science fiction cinema. Without Kevin Peter Hall, The Predator simply wouldn't have been the same.